Hi everyone, this is my first voiceover on one of my videos, so you'll have to bear with me. First of all, I started with the Freedom Brow Pomade in a soft brown shade, just to carve out my brows and fill in the spaces where I haven't got any hair. Then I went in with MAC Select Cover Up in shade NW15. I put this all over my eye just to cancel out any red veins, any lines, any discoloration on my eyelid, just so that I've got a lovely clean base when I put my eyeshadow on. Then I just use this again just on the top of my brow, just to carve out the brow to make it a bit more perfected. I then went in with MAC eyeshadow in shade Copper Tone. I use this as my transition shade, so work with small circular motions just to work that eyeshadow in. Take it up quite far up to the brow bone and keep blending as much as I can. As my second shade, I then went in with another MAC eyeshadow called Red Brick. I use this just to define my crease a bit more. And then each time I use this, I'll go back in with my MAC Copper Tone as well, just to blend it out. As my darker outer shade, I went in with MAC Film Noir, just to darken that outer corner of my eye and define the look more. Really important with such a dark shade to keep blending as much as you can, so you don't have any harsh lines that will separate from the other colours that you've got. You need a good transition of blending. Now I went back in with the MAC Select Cover Up in shade NW15, just cutting out that crease, defining it a bit more, just slightly blending in the Film Noir on the outside to the inner corner. Then I packed on eyeshadow. This one is an Illamasqua eyeshadow called Servant, and the one on the inside near the tear duct is called Sex. Just packing them on. I then used Peaches and Cream pigment in shade Pixie, just for the tear duct to highlight. And this is a white eyeliner by Inglot, and it's in shade 76. I use this all along the eye to give it a really long winged eyeliner look. To give the ombre liner look, once you've placed all the white eyeliner on the eye and it's slightly tacky, you then go back in with the Illamasqua eyeshadow Sex on the outside and then Servant on the middle, and then I used MAC brown script on the inside. I've now gone in with NYX jumbo pencil in shade Milk, and I also coated all my lashes with Maybeline mascara. Pop those gorgeous Tatti lashes on. These are the TL31. I then use the iconic drops in the shade Shine. It's a slightly pink pearl sheen. I then used my beauty blender and blended it all through my face just to give me that gorgeous glow that I needed. I then went in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal Green corrector just to hide my spots, especially if they're red. It just takes a bit of the redness off, just so you can hide them a bit easier under your foundation. I just blended them with a beauty blender as well. For the concealer under the eye, I went in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in shade NC15. I used a brush to apply this so that I didn't get too close to the eyeshadow that I'd applied, and then I went in with a beauty blender and I just blended it all out so it's seamless. I then go in with the MAC Studio Fix foundation in shade NC15. I pop this all over my face and then use a brush just to blend it out as much as I can, just to get a good even coverage. Then to perfect it a bit more, I go in with a beauty blender, slightly damp, just to blend it all out to make sure I've got no harsh lines or any bits that I've missed, make sure it's completely blended. Once I'm happy with all the foundation, I then go to set it. I use a Mercier translucent powder. I pop this under my eyes just to bake them to make sure none of my bags come out or my wrinkles. I then go in with the Benefit Hoola contour stick, just to define my cheekbones, slightly on my jawline, under my chin, just to define my nose slightly a bit more, just to make it look a little slimmer. And then on the top of my head, just to make my forehead look smaller. I then go back in with my beauty blender just to blend all of that contouring out, just to make it look more natural and glowy. I then pop on the Mineralise Skin Finish Dark Tan by MAC, just to contour those cheekbones a bit more. Anything to try and make me look a little bit slimmer. And I then go back in with my Mercier powder, just to define that line a bit more of contouring underneath. I don't bake this for too long because I don't want a harsh line. So then I just remove it and all the excess powder from the eyes. I then go in with the Iconic drops in the shade Shine, just to highlight the top of my cheekbone. I then go in with the damp beauty blender just to blend that out so there's no harsh lines or the droplets where I placed it. Can be quite difficult sometimes to get these blended if you're not quite quick enough with that beauty blender. And I did the same just on my nose and on my cupid's bow on the top of my lip, just to highlight them a little bit more. Blended them in so they look a bit more natural. And because that wasn't enough highlight for me, I then went in with the Illamasqua highlight called Oh My God. Absolutely gorgeous highlight. Well worth the money that you pay for it. I then went in with a Primark lip liner in shade Muse, and then I used the liquid lip again from Primark in the shade Selfie. Really pleased with how these came out. The colours are really nice and really long lasting as well. Just to add that extra bit of sparkle, I then went in with Peaches and Cream pigment in Pixie. Just dabbed this all over the liquid lip while it was still slightly tacky, just to make this more glitzy for Christmas or a night out. Loved the look that it gave. And here you have the finished look. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you can please subscribe to my channel and leave a like or a comment below, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.